So, just goes to prove that if you ever want to be a vocalist for a band, doesn't really matter if you can sing. If Husker Du didn't prove that, Kurt Cobain especially did. And that, you know, completely discounts the entire 70s punk scene. And, you know, even Ozzy Osbourne claimed that he didn't think he could sing, which he really can't. So, you don't need to be a great singer to be known as a vocalist. Then again, I guess a lot of people haven't really heard of Husker Du, so they were really big on the hardcore scene of the 80s. And eventually, later in their career, they changed up their sound quite a bit, which is the album we're listening to. And they pretty much inspired the entire grunge movement, space rock, shoegaze, power pop, pretty much anything that was like hard and heavy and alternative in the 90s was a result of influence by those guys. I wonder if, because I slept at the end, my, oh yeah, my fire guy should be healed. I'll pull him out. He's the one that has the healin', the good healins. Try and get through this as quickly as we can. Maybe we can finish this area before the next ice age. Oh, come on, guys. Oh man, those sleep spells are gonna hurt even more now. Ooh, got through that one with absolutely no encounters. That can happen more. Time to traverse the noodles. Ruinous mission. What the hell does that do? Oh. The spirit explosion. Well, now I know. Hey, now he's back. Well, that could be an advantage. If Reed's like all pissed off now, wouldn't you be? It's like, dude, you blew me up. It's like, what are you talking about? You saved the party, guy. But you blew me up. And away we go. Oh, come on, confuse yourself. I introduced my nephew the other day to the Monty Python Confuse a Cat skit, which he absolutely loved. Yeah, none of that. Oh. Those are the good ones, for sure. There was another weird bit of news. Now that thinking about the fight in Congress, there was another bit of news that I heard where apparently a member of the Senate claimed another member of the Senate sucker punched him in the kidneys and then ran away. And, you know, it makes me ask, did that actually happen? Because, I mean, the dude could have been lying, but it seems like the kind of shit that those assholes would pull. What's really weird is it's all the Republican Party. None of this is the Democrats at all. And you're like, what? Let's see. Oh, Bugbear C. Just easier to do the mass damage on these guys. Should have bought a shitload of NP honeys. That would have been the more sensible thing to do. Get that mana just like rocketing. Vampire bees! Take that. I could use another level, that's for sure. Oh shit, Rooks just did 186 points of damage? Jeez. Okay. Let's see. I gotta go to the store. I gotta get coffee creamer. Since I now have the ability to make coffee, I definitely want more than just what my dad has. He had some creamer that we used to use back in Utah, but I'd like a little bit more variety, and now that I'm actually using it, it's probably gonna go a little quicker, so more of that. Luckily, last time I made my trip to the store, I got as much cleaning stuff as I could, but I may need more, I don't know. The weird thing is like it's kind of hard to know what you need when you have to still dig through the old stuff to see what you have. And that involves, you know, trashing a bunch of stuff and separating it out, and man, just kind of doing that slowly. And going through the pantry, man. Going through the pantry is painful. I just did one shelf in the pantry, or, well, the second shelf in the pantry. The first shelf that I did was the top shelf, and I cleared that off so I could have a place to put the cereal and all that kind of stuff. And then when I started on the second shelf was a little bit more detrimental. First off, I guess it's where all the canned fruit and stuff was, and honey and stuff like that, molasses, and some of it had leaked. And the shelf paper was pretty much glued to the shelf. So once I got everything out of there and threw, you know, all the spoiled stuff away, oh man, the spoiled stuff, oh my god. So apparently my mom didn't believe in expiration dates, I'm assuming. Which explains why I spent a lot of time on the toilet when I was a kid. But, yeah, so I found stuff in there that was from like 2015, or not from 2015, stuff that expired in 2015. And it's like, wow, that's 7 years, 8 years out now. Ouch. It's like my guts are just retching just by thinking about it. And there's so much spoiled food around here. I haven't even started. No, I take that back. I have started on the fridge. One shelf, the shelf that they kept all the fruit on, with tons of spoiled fruit. Got to clean that one off, had to pull it out and wash it off in the sink, because it was nasty. Almost like that molasses shelf, nasty. And so now there's one clean shelf in the fridge. And threw away a lot of other stuff. Like the other day, we had burgers and fries, and I went to get some ketchup. And there was one of those big, you know, Heinz squeeze bottles of ketchup. Being that I'm already familiar with the environment here, I checked the expiration date instantly and found out that it was at least a couple years out. So straight into the trash with it. Went ahead and checked a lot of the condiments and straight in the trash with them. And it's at least cleared some of the space out. I still need to go through the freezer. Haven't even touched the freezer yet. But then again, I haven't had anything that I've needed to throw in it. No, don't even get me started on the countertops. I've kind of washed, cleaned off one countertop that I've been using for all my projects, which ranged, now there's coffee supplies there, unfortunately, but it ranged between like my vacuum cleaning station, because I had to buy a new vacuum, as the ones that they had were never maintenanced. And you can't have dirt like you have here and never clean your vacuum because it ruins them. Even the one that I had to order, I'm questioning whether or not, how long it'll last, because I'm constantly having to pull it apart. A lot of the dirt and everything here is not just dry dirt, which kind of makes me retch a little because it's moist and warm and humid here, Moist. Anyway, yeah, so we're talking major mildew supporting area, and I'm a little scared. Every time I have to clean out the... I'm just taking the long way here, aren't I? Every time I have to clean out the vacuum, there's parts of it that I'm like, oh man, this should not have caked on dirt, And I've taken to vacuuming at least once a week, probably twice a week, the whole house, pretty much. Well, luckily there's no carpet in this place. My sister, when she moved in here, I guess the people who built it or whatever opted to put hard floors everywhere. So it's all that faux wood and faux tile. And it makes it easier to clean, that's for sure. But even vacuuming once or twice a week, I get, a full vacuum full of gunk. Mainly cat litter and cat hair, because we got a lot of cats. Which, I don't mind the cats. They're a bit of a pain in the ass, but she doesn't really regulate them all that much, which means they get on the counters and everywhere, and the cat hair's everywhere. Cleaning off the front of the stove that has, all the caked on grease, because nobody cleans off the stove. Has also cat hair on it, which is weird. So, fun times. Luckily, I've only had one day where it's, my stomach's been so upset I haven't been able to deal. Oh, Jesus, guys. Oh, that helped. Okay. Fly like the wind. Shit, went to heal with him. Great. Oh, hey. Awesome. Ouch. Yeah, I'm just basically slowly going through each area in this house. Because I don't really have the energy to do it all this weekend. We have heavy trash pickup again, and I gotta take a bunch of stuff out in the garage and move it to the curb. My old bed frame has to go. That's still out there. We got most of the easy chairs. My sister just recently bought a new couch and a new easy chair to replace some of the ones that she had in there, which means at one point in time we literally had, I think, 3 easy chairs out on the curb, as well as the old kitchen table. She bought a new one of those, and it was fun. It was fun. I will be back soon.